Welcome to this tutorial for OMS Playback inside Unreal Engine 4 with HoloEdit release 2021.2. This tutorial requires basic familiarity with Unreal Engine 4. The HoloSuite Player Plugin currently supports engine versions 4.25, 4.26 and 4.27. We will be using Unreal Engine 4.27 for this tutorial. The Unreal OMS Player Plugin can play any OMS and MP4 exported from HoloEdit with encode frame numbers export setting enabled. So that you can follow along with this tutorial, we have provided an example clip exported from HoloEdit. To follow along, unpack the example files. Once you have the files ready, let's get started. To install the OMS player, you will need to copy the HoloSuite Player plugin from the HoloSuite Packages Tools folder to Unreal Engine's Plugins folder. For more information about how to install plugins in Unreal, refer to Unreal Engine's official documentation. Now, let's open the Epic Games launcher and create a new project using Unreal Engine 4.27. We'll name our project OMS Example for this tutorial. After opening your project, you'll have to take the final steps to install the plugin. Open the plugin editor by selecting Settings, drop-down menu, and select Plugins. In the plugin editor, search for the HoloSuite Player plugin. Select the checkbox to enable the plugin and select Restart Now. While Unreal is restarting, we'll add a Movies folder and OMS Playback folder within our Unreal project's content directory. The OMS Player plugin requires that the MP4s are located in a folder called Movies in order for them to be used in Playback. Now, let's move our MP4 into the Movies folder and OMS file into the OMS Playback folder. Once Unreal has finished restarting, we are ready to create our OMS player. We'll navigate to each folder we have copied our MP4 and OMS to, and we'll import each asset. With the assets imported into our project, we can now move on to setting our OMS player. Using the Place Actors window on the left side of the user interface, search for the OMS Mesh Actor class. Drag and drop the OMS Mesh Actor into your scene to create a new OMS Mesh Actor instance. We'll configure this instance to be our OMS player. The OMS player requires an OMS file, a texture source, and a material configured for rendering OMS clips. We can right-click on the OMS file to automatically generate a corresponding material. We'll create an unlit material for this tutorial. To generate a material, right-click on the OMS file and select Create Unlit Material. Before moving forward, let's save our Unreal project. Finally, we'll configure our OMS player. Now under World Outliner, select the OMS Mesh Actor and look for Playback settings in the Details window. Now, drag and drop your OMS file into the OMS target. Drag and drop the OMS mesh material you created into the mesh material target. And finally, drag and drop your MP4 file into the texture source target. The OMS player is now configured for playback. Using the transform controls in Unreal, you can adjust the OMS Mesh Actor instance according to your project requirements. You can press the play button to view your playback and review your clip. By default, your clip may not be oriented correctly. You may notice that the text on a clip's t-shirt is reversed. To correct this issue, we can scale the x-axis of the OMS player to -100. Now that we have everything set up, let's press the launch button in the toolbar to review playback.
Welcome to the world of volumetric capture.
Thanks for following our tutorial on OMS Playback using Unreal Engine 4. For more information, check out the written documentation on our official website, arcturus.studio.